Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Expedition Night here on the Basement Show with Mr. Knast. As you can see, I am Mr. Knast. We shall be joined momentarily by the Spawn. She was running a little late, but the show must go on. So if you're in chat, let me know you're watching. Say hello. We have 2 new states this week. If you watched the promo this afternoon, per request from Miss Heather last night, we were doing California, and the Spawn has chosen Nebraska. Evening, Grim. Evening, Mr. Troy. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. So while we were waiting, how was everyone's day? I am about 7 minutes removed from running in the door from work to get this started. And look, speak of the devil. Yes, she has her horns pointing out already. I can see him from here. But joining me right now is the Spawn.
Hello. Oh, it's been such a crazy day today.
How do you think I feel? I literally just got home 7 minutes ago. Sat down, saw it showed, and here we are.
Literally, I had to take the boys to my father-in-law in Philly, and then I had to go all the way out to Virtual and Voorhees, so from Taconic Bridge all the way to the Virtual and Voorhees because they have the Children's Hospital.
Yep.
And we didn't get in until about 3. I didn't get out until about 5:30. And then we had to come home, which, going towards 295 and everything, you're going to hit traffic. And then I still had to go to Walmart and run some errands because I was all out of toilet paper.
Need the TV from my bunghole. You missed my shirt last
night. So I'm like, what the heck am I going to wipe my butt with if we don't have toilet paper? But the good news is everything was good.
Well, good. That is good to hear.
Yeah, so they said his nose is it's swollen right now. But when she looked up it, everything looks straight. But when the swelling goes down and if we see any more abnormalities in his nose, he has to go to... They want us to follow up with ear, nose, and throat.
So that makes sense.
And make sure, because I'm like, okay, but why is, the bruising going to his eyes? They said it's going to happen. So, but they said nothing looks broken, nothing looks fractured. So, just badly, really, really badly bruised. And it was horrible.
It will heal, give some time. I'm sure he will be back running around like crazy in no time.
He's doing that now. That's why we didn't think anything was wrong. But then when we noticed the bruising, I'm like, okay, now we're getting really, really concerned.
Fair enough.
Hi, Troy.
Troy had softball tonight. Your dad's taking Heather so she can join in on the fun because she did request California. Hello, Jackie. And your dad says use your fingers. That is true. If you want to do a nose examination, just give them a COVID test and you can feel around the nose by yourself.
But the thing, they said the main reason why it's bruised is because as of right now, his bridge of his nose is cartilage. There's no bone there to actually break it, but just because of the swelling, we have to make sure that when it goes down, there's no... But the issue is he's so irritated with everything, he keeps playing with his nose. And then in the car, when we took him out of the car and we got into the store, we noticed something in his nose, and it was a rock.
He had a rock up his nose?
When we got to the store, he must have dug a rock out of his shoe and stuck a rock up his nose. But because of all the snot coming out, because of everything, it came right out. I said, great, are we starting the nose thing because he's irritated with his nose right now? So I don't have time for this again.
Unless he's trying to find a way to clog it.
Maybe, I don't know, but as soon as we got into the store, he had a little rock up his nose. Better than playing with his ass with a bird. That's true.
That is, yeah. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I always used to stick my finger up my nose, pull a booger out and eat it. My sister was always grossed out. I said, hey, it's extra protein. Why not?
I think all kids do that. My brothers still pick their nose.
Well, Roman's the same one that's notorious for sticking things up his nose. So, what do you have the one day you said? One thing you said the one day, what was it? A Lego.
Spike,
The spike ball, Lego. I mean,
he's
kids,
had, what does he
kids will
have?
be
He's
kids.
had plastic, the spike ball, popcorn kernels, you know, like the fake cherries or what cranberries from like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
He had one of those. He had a
Yeah.
French fry. That's what really stopped it, was the French fry incident. We were at Friendly's. He stuck a French fry up his nose, and I guess because the French fry was so salty, it made
Okay.
him sneeze.
Interesting.
So that's, and then the French fry goes shooting across the table. So that stopped. But now I think because he's having the issues with his nose, it's making him want to put something up there to stop the irritation.
Hey,
So
well,
I'm gonna have to
they
call.
always say kids will be kids.
That's what the pediatrician told, like the pediatric doctor told us today, and she's from CHOP in Philly. She told me that putting things up the nose is definitely no. I did not eat the fry. The most common thing they see in pediatrics is children sticking things in places that shouldn't be like put, like your nose, your ears. I've heard some other stories about some other things.
Hey, it could be worse. He could be learning in 6 seconds up his ass already.
Yeah, so I'm just like, did Ronnie? No, Ronnie did not eat the fry. We were laughing, but like shocked when the fry came out. I'm like, we literally looked away for a split second, and he, achoo, next thing, here comes the fry.
Kids will be kids. Alright, so I have your list up from what you sent me last night. Because I am waiting to see if Miss Heather jumps in. Because she recommended California. So I want to make sure she's present for it. I know someone who had a dick up her nose. What the fuck?
Yes, Jackie. The one that does the things with his nose is my child that is autistic. So it gets a little frightening with him because if he gets hurt or something, his pain tolerance is different compared to mine and my husband Rodney or my other kids. He could get hurt, cry for a split second, and then go about his day, but still be hurt, and we don't know. So we always try to keep a very close eye on him and just always like to be cautious. Like, since we've learned everything with him, we turned our apartment into like baby proof. Like, there's nothing in my living room, my bedroom, the boys' room, anywhere that he could get into and get hurt with. It's very hard to keep up with somebody that it takes patience to deal with somebody that has autism because there's different spectrums of it.
His
So
pain tolerance is like mine.
I'm telling you, this boy, like he cried for that little bit, and then he was back doing what he was doing. So that's why we didn't think anything was wrong.
Yeah.
But then the bruising and swelling started. So I'm like, oh my god, what happens if something's really wrong and we don't know? So that's why I called the pediatrician today. They recommended urgent care. Then I called urgent care. Urgent care recommended ER.
Makes sense. Your brother's here. Johnny
Oh.
Bobbitt.
Oh, poor baby. It might be a treat. Maybe sending prayers your way. Hope everything turns out good. Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, he definitely keeps us up on our feet. Sometimes, like, there's certain things that he does that it's like taking care of a baby, like my daughter. Sometimes he has the same mindset as my daughter with certain things. So,
And it's Mr. Johnny Bobbitt.
it's Alex, the Slim Reaper.
And what's my excuse to keep up with me then?
Listen, we just, hey.
Be nice to him.
There's no way of keeping up with that one.
Be nice.
Sooner or later, have a freaking one of those collars that Freya and Luna has and put that around his neck.
What, a shock collar?
They're training spike collars.
Oh, the spike collar. Your dad would like that too much. That's too easy. I mean, they, unless you get your finger stuck in one. I mean,
Yeah, no, I'm good. All I know is I want sushi for dinner.
that's what I had.
That's what I want.
I had it from Wegmans.
Wegmans has some really good sushi. Like I tried this sushi up by my mom and Jimmy's house, and Jimmy's like, "Oh, they're good. They're good." When I bit into it, the seaweed wrap, it was like stringy.
That's what seaweed is. It's supposed to be stringy and salty.
No, it's just it's hard to explain.
I've eaten it before. I know what it is. I know what you're talking about.
It's just the sushi that they had.
Look, we even have Connor in here tonight. Holy
I
shit.
don't know. It's just different. I will stick with Wegmans and Sam's Club sushi. I'm good with one of those places.
Connor's mad you're having sushi for dinner, but you didn't get him any.
Well, that sucks. You don't like coming here anyway, so we tell you to come here on your days off and you refuse.
Wow. You're gonna let her talk to you that way? Hey,
Yeah,
Mama D's in the building too. She's
they
thinking.
know better.
Mama D's deep in thought. I
Yeah, I
wonder
can't get
why
nothing.
my baby for a reason. Thanks, Mama D. Now sweat because you're thinking too much. What's the day off? I don't get those? Huh?
I don't get those shots fired. I'd be here just working. Connor had 2 days off in a row. He could have came here. But it's
They
cool.
make it. People make excuses, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's cool
So while we're waiting for Miss Heather to show up, would you like me to pull up your list?
though. Yes. What? Can anybody give me a... Well, I don't know, because not a lot of people live in this area. I was going to say, give me some recommendations for sushi.
Well, like you said, Wegmans is good. Sam's Club is decent. Mr. Sushi.
It's just like, the thing is, Wegmans, because I ordered off of DoorDash, and they're not accepting orders now.
Nope.
So
Look, Shannon's even looking in here.
Shannon.
Wow.
Sam's Club is a no-go. I don't understand why you don't like Sam's Club sushi. It's good. I haven't had an issue.
Oh, there's Miss Heather. Sorry I'm late, Mr. Knast and Spawn and two.
It's
Here I
okay.
am.
Wegmans is the best. I like Wegmans. I'm not gonna lie. And Wegmans sushi is actually cheaper than Sam's Club.
Oh, you guys are just being modest because I wish to stop it.
No, I'm serious. Like Sam's Club
Hey.
sushi, the Sam's Club sushi is like almost $11. The Wegmans sushi is like 8 something.
Sushi King's a good place, Jackie. I've tried that one.
No, the thing is, we live out here in Blackwood, so I really don't know. I just got into eating sushi. I was always like, no. So, damn, Dad.
Grim. Gotta love him.
You could keep them. Well, now because Shannon's stuck with them, so.
I mean, we've already said we're gonna have a bachelor pad at my house, so.
You have fun with that. Just don't call me when you guys need bailout money.
And Heather says she's on a fan of raw fish. I got Zayden to eat it.
Zayden loves seafood. Like, he'll eat crabs, he'll eat shrimp. Not really good on fish. Oh, no, I don't do raw fish. I only stick to
not eating that shit.
No, I only stick to the shrimp. I won't do crabs or anything because the crab is imitation. It's not real crab.
No, it's like a jumbo lump crab meat.
Right, so I'm just gonna do that. No.
Hey, some people just don't like it. You can't knock it till you try it, though.
Yeah, I gotta do this spicy shrimp roll.
So, should I ask a trivia question before we start?
What?
Love crab and shrimp, clams, but no fish or sushi for me. Your dad's on a roll tonight. Damn it, now I want seafood. Well, while you guys are all deciding what we want for dinner, without looking it up, can anyone tell me what Nebraska's nickname is?
I don't know. It's pretty sad because I'm doing Nebraska too.
It is, he said. I want to see for you, but broke as fuck. Yes. So, what is the nickname for the state of Nebraska? Without looking it up.
Okay, I can't look it up. Is that a question for me too to answer or our audience?
Anyone who knows. Because Mr. Troy got it. The Cornhusker State.
Oh yeah, I remember you texted me that last night.
Okay. Second part of the question. And Spawn, if you don't know this one, I'm going to be very upset. What is the capital of Nebraska?
The capital?
The Bear State, like I just. Omaha? Nope. Good guess, though.
I don't know.
Nope. Pretty sure it's the city I'm thinking of. I'm just going to double check myself since I am not playing. Bucking up. Damn, Troy's 2 for 2. Lincoln, Nebraska.
Lincoln? I thought you were. Why? What's that one joke people be saying? What's the capital of this place? And then they'd be like Bangkok, and then you get ball tapped.
What's the famous basketball team? Nebraska is one of the few states that don't have a basketball team. Damn it, I definitely failed social studies. Social studies was one of my favorite states.
The only place I actually.
Bangkok, Steffi.
Yeah, what's the people always? I used to like hear that joke, and people like, "Oh, what's the capital of this?" And they're like Bangkok, and then the guy gets ball tapped.
Yeah,
but I don't remember what that was. How could you not know that was that in the boys' contest? But that's not. I don't remember how it went. Wasn't there a movie about it?
No, I think you're thinking of a couple baseball movies that were filmed in Nebraska. There's a movie, God, what the hell is that movie called? God, why am I drawing a blank?
Yeah, what's the capital of Thailand? There's Alex. Yeah, and then they were like, Bangkok. Bam!
I gotta look this up.
Alex and Vernon got hit a couple times in their balls. Pretty funny, though.
Yes, that's what it's called. So, there was a baseball movie that there was a character in the movie played by Brandon Fraser, of all people, that came out in 1994. So, probably right around the time you were born. Maybe a couple years after. It is called The Scout.
Excuse me.
It has Brandon Fraser, Albert Brooks, Diane Weiss, Lane Smith, but Brandon Fraser's character in it is called Steve Nebraska. So that might be what your dad's talking about. Damn, 1994. High school. Are you talking about Friday Night Lights, the football team? If that's what you're talking about, you're talking football. Movies and let's see. Now I'm going to have to look this up, okay? 33 movies that were filmed in Nebraska. Let's see. Hoosiers is Indiana, sir. Let's see. The assassination of Richard Nixon, the border, Boys Town. Wasn't sure. Got it. Yes, that is filmed in Indiana. California Dreaming. What else we have? I'm trying to see if there's any well-known one. Election. Never seen that. Elizabethtown. Kirsten Dunst when she was pretty. For the Love of Army. There is a football movie, actually. It's called Full Ride. There you go. There is a football movie.
You can definitely tell being at Sesame Street yesterday, I got some color.
That happens.
My back is burned though. It hurts.
Let's see if there's any other good famous movies on this list. But I doubt it. If not, I'm just gonna stop.
Where am
Oh, Pioneers, Omaha movie, People Moon.
I? Did that link ever work for you?
Yes, I got it.
Okay.
Heather was asking, was Sesame Street crowded?
It wasn't too bad. It was just really hot yesterday. It was 100 degrees when we went, so it was. I had to make sure I stay hydrated. My husband stayed hydrated, and my 3 kids stayed. I didn't even take my daughter with me because it was so hot. But it was fun. We did the water park first, and
Jack
then we
says
did.
just porn. Probably.
Then we ate, and then we did some rides. All I know is if you're gonna go there, I really recommend you probably bring about $1,000 with you.
$1,000?
Just being there for the tickets I bought. Mind you, I got the tickets for $25 a piece from a family member, and I bought 6, so that's 150. Um, Food was about $81,
Wow.
and then I spent over 100 and something dollars on merchandise. I paid
Gotta
for
love it.
just parking was $58, and then I had to pay $5 to get over the bridge.
So
So
63.
I spent about, if I'm gonna be honest, like $600 yesterday. But it was worth it. Well, so also the reason why was because we bought a season pass, only one for now, and then I'm gonna continue buying the $25 tickets from my family member
Yeah, might as well.
because Roman gets in for free. I could keep passing him off as a 1-year-old, so I don't have to pay for him to get in. So I just gotta pay for me and the 2 older ones to get in. So
That's what I'm going with. Jesus, you can just get a sprinkler on the hose. Jeez. I'll
yeah,
go visit. And your dad likes going to visit Heather and Claire's apparently.
but it was fun though. My son Roman, he loved it. Like it was cute too because we had bought Rosetta, one of the monsters for Elena, and they had the parade, and she came up to the boys and gave them a kiss and all this type of stuff because we had her plush and she liked it and everything. They took pictures with her. They took pictures with Elmo. It was fun. We had a good time. Even though besides it being hot, I felt like we were there from 11 to 5 o'clock.
Not
So
bad.
we did about 5 to 6 hours. So by that time we were like, we tried to push it to close, but we were so tired and everything. We just wanted to get home.
Makes sense.
I swear, as soon as I got home, I crashed on the couch.
Yeah. Well, you missed a 3.5 hour shit show last night.
I was in and out, but I ended up falling asleep. I was so tired.
Oh, good.
And
Oh, good.
I slept so good that I woke up and I had so much pain in my shoulder.
That is very, very true. The heat exhausted you.
It did. It really did because I couldn't even get off my couch. I got home, took my clothes off, put pajamas on, and I just fell asleep. I'm done. But then my one son, he's loud. He doesn't know the definition of inside voices. So
It was a
yeah.
fantastic show. Thank you, Heather. And she's putting laughing emoji, so I know
But
she's probably trying to bullshit me, but that's okay.
the thing with this day and age is if you want to have fun, you have to spend the money.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see it as money comes and goes. You can't take it with you when you die, you know?
Cool.
So, plus it's summer. I don't want to keep the boys trapped in the house. I want to do stuff. Anyway, I always find, a way to make my kids happy. I always find a way. Same thing, she doesn't have it. No, you really have to see my son reading. He's loud. I guess it's the middle child syndrome.
Hey, I turned out just fine. I have an
Okay.
older sister and a younger sister, so technically when we made the middle child, I turned out just fine.
Your time, however, and finances aside, you've been. Thank you. Yeah, I always try and do what I have to do to, make sure they have fun and stuff. I always say, you know, money comes and goes. You can't take it with you. You know,
All right.
spend it while you got it. Depending on the spending, because for stupid stuff, I don't agree to stupid stuff.
Fair
But if
enough.
it's like something to do for your kids, I'm gonna spend the money, even though
Hey,
later down the road I might regret it. But as long as my kids have fun, that's all I care about. Like
I
the
hear.
one day I took them to the aquarium and it costed about $150 to get in. And then later we took them to Chuck E. Cheese and I blew another $180 for them to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Fun, fun, fun. I've met my maker 3 times now. Heather agreed. All right. Well, let's pull this up and get you started. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
So Spawn is doing Nebraska. Nope, wrong button. There you go. So that is number 1 on your list, the Alliance Theater.
It's deep. I pulled up on my phone. I like having it on my phone just in case. You can shrink it down a little bit.
A little bit, got it.
Yeah, that's good. The state of the butt. Oh my god. Take your butt plug and go somewhere else. Okay, can we agree? No ghost sex tonight.
Nope. Your
No
dad,
therapy.
your dad can say whatever he wants. He's a visitor in the chat tonight. He has fair game, whatever he wants to say.
No one gives me American Horror Story vibes.
A little bit.
No. Alright, so this
Well,
is called the Alliance Theater. What do you want, cat? Come here. My kitty. Not my cat. My son's cat. Alright, y'all ready? The Alliance Theater, an iconic building, stands out as one of the most haunted places in Nebraska. There is no certainty as to when the paranormal phenomena started. Employees and the theater's owner, Gerald Bullard, states it's not uncommon to hear footsteps running down the halls and hands clapping and see shadowy figures. Some argue the wandering spirit of Mary's, an actress who died after a piece of lighting equipment fell on her during a performance. The good news is that Mr. Bullard, the theater's owner, is certain that the ghost is a friendly one and there's nothing to fear.
that sucks. She was killed by lighting equipment. Ouch.
That means I would have sued the company.
Pretty much. Yeah, you missed that last night. They made a bet and Heather lost.
Which was the bet?
That your dad has her name tattooed on her.
Yeah, he does have their names on his back.
That is true. All right, it's falling down a little bit. There you go.
Bailey's House Museum. Spectacle and unrivering events take place behind the charming brick facade of Bailey's House Museum, built after the Civil War. The Bailey's House Museum was Captain Benson M. Bailey's home, a Union officer who served with the 3rd Tennessee Mounted
Infantry.
Infantry. And the crazy part is I've read all this. I don't know why I'm getting tongue-tied. Allegedly, the captain never left the house and still haunts anyone who steps inside. There's a good reason why he still clings to the physical world, though. Captain Bailey had misfortune of living next to a dangerous neighbor that ended up murdering him and his wife. Today, people can hear him swinging the house's doors, switching lights on and off, or even playing the piano. Well, that's a shitty way to die. You get killed by your neighbor?
Yeah, why not? That's pretty cool.
That sucks.
They're just settling up a bit. They can do whatever. They're chatting amongst themselves.
Barnard Park. Come on, Wakanda, go away. At a glance, Barnard Park is a lovely place families visit on the weekends with their children. However, few people know that the park is also one of the scariest haunted spots in Nebraska. Back in the 19th century, Barnard Park grounds were at one time a graveyard. During the same time, Vermont's population experienced a growth that rapidly outgrew the cemetery's capacity, which led the city closing it down and relocating it. Reports say that while the city carefully relocated the bodies, it accidentally left some behind. Their spirits still roam the area, and people have reportedly seen a woman crying at night.
Interesting. So in the first one, if you had sex with her ghost, would it be a shocking experience? That is a good question, actually. Because you think about it, she got killed by lighting equipment. So if you have sex with that ghost, would you be technically having a shocking experience? I get what your dad's trying to say.
Oh my god.
And he could have taken out Wistow. He knew the neighbor. That's creepy as all shit.
Yeah, but to get killed by your neighbor, that sucks.
Well, that neighbor knows your every single move. That's why.
Creepy crying lady, no thanks, man.
And Mama D said she's all by herself over on Twitch. If you want to join us over on Facebook, Mama D, feel free. Then you can join in on the conversation.
Twitch.
We'll be fine on Twitch.
Next one after Hastings College.
This looks cool.
Yeah, I was looking at the building. For some unknown reason, ghosts love haunting campus buildings, just like the Hastings College. Ooh, monitor Twitch. See, I said the same thing, Mama. Someone tell me what the hell Twitch is.
Twitch is basically used by gamers who stream their video games and stuff like that. I just use it as a platform to try to promote the show more, and it's popular, but it's not popular for talk shows. It's more if you're video streaming video games and stuff. Sorry, guys.
So, for some unknown reason, ghosts love haunting campus buildings, just like Hastings College. It seems like there's not one, but numerous spooks roaming the building of this college. The most famous is the ghost of a music professor who haunts the music hall. Students say that the ghost appears as an orb or human-like appearance. Other times, the ghosts seem likely to have fun switching lights on and off. There's also a second ghost, Claire Altman, one of the first women educators to receive a doctorate degree. She is said to live in the Altman Hall and is there to protect students and professors, although she does like to play tricks like knocking on doors, turning lights and radios off and on.
That's cool. So you have a music ghost and then a god ghost. I like that.
Right. Freaking haters everywhere.
So Dee's joined us on Facebook. Oh, I don't know why I thought it was a dirty dating site or a dirty platform or just chit chat. Yeah, my mind's broke. Choo choo, motherfucker. So basically, with Twitch, you can go over there and say what you want, and you won't get in trouble for being banned. So if you wanted to speak freely what you want on Twitch, then you can go over and say anything you want because it is programmed to not ban anyone, but Facebook gives you shit. I can say what I want in Twitch, but I get smacked on the AI. Yep. That's it, Heather. Oh God, your dad's gonna have a dirty chat. I'm scared. All right, Antelope Park. And Lincoln, the capital of Nebraska.
Within the 143 acres that make Antelope Park, you can find out One find one of the spookiest Nebraska haunted places. It looks anything but scary, but the field sitting behind the caretaker's house at Antelope Park is a popular location among ghosts. Visitors claim to witness numerous apparitions walking across the field that suddenly disappear into the woods. On the other side, they also insist on the eerie atmosphere one can provide perceived in certain areas inside the park. Some even say they felt like someone is watching them while walking down the woods.
That's pretty cool. So they're actually walking the field to get to the caretaker's house. John asked, find my previous comment. And then D's trying to persuade everyone to go over to Twitch. I'm a mod and I have cookies. What comment? This comment? I don't know what comment that wants me to pull up.
I don't know.
Oh, unless he's talking about this one, because he's saying, "Why won't?" No, see, he's asking, "Will you be my neighbor?" So he's pointing Mr. Rogers.
I felt like that. I didn't watch. You know.
Last time. Right. So the next one, you have the Devil's Canyon in
Devil's Canyon. Devil's Canyon is a dirt road located 7 miles north of McCook. The site was the scene of a sad tragedy that may explain the paranormal events today. Over 100 years ago, a man brought his wife and children to Devil's Canyon to murder them before killing himself. Locals believe the man's spirit haunts the area to this day. He likes to play jokes on visitors who drive along the road at night. Sometimes he can even cause mechanical objects or cars to malfunction.
Okay.
Come on, don't ruin Mr. Rogers because Roman likes Daniel Tiger. And they sing, Won't You Be My Neighbor?
Yeah, look at this real quick. This is actually Devil's Canyon in Nebraska.
That's pretty. I ain't gonna go there with somebody messing with my car.
But that's in the Midwest. Like that's not even in California. That's like in the middle of the country. That's insane. No thanks sound too much like the Yakko gift. She's like, nope, I'm out.
Mm.
All right.
Seven Sisters Road. Few people know that behind the name Seven Sisters Road lies one of the spookiest urban legends of America that will send shivers down your spine. The story goes that a young man lived with his parents and 7 sisters right near the road in the 19th century. One night, a heated argument started between the man and his sisters. After the argument, let's just say that, he was so angry that he decided to hide in the woods, wait until midnight, and force his sisters outside with him. Then he carried each sister to one of the hills that he lined the road and hung them from a treetop. Well,
And that's Seven Sisters Road.
That sucks. You really just took all 7 of your sisters and hung them because of an argument?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I got 4. Does that count? Apparently, Luna got the stalker neighbor. But yeah, that's Seven Sisters Road. I could see myself driving on that road late at night.
Yeah, until you see 7 sisters lined up looking at you with a noose around their neck.
Hey, gotta do something.
Betty Betty. Right, that's called just beat the shit out of your sisters. I mean, I used to beat the shit out of my brothers. It's called just fight.
Alright, so you got Neville Center for Performing Arts.
Yes. You're quick. Alright, the Neville Center for the Performing Arts is a home to numerous ghosts and spirits whose disturbing actions have caused the attention of paranormal investigators that have come to investigating the building. According to the general manager, Scott Carlson, people can witness someone gently touching their hands, but his confident this is a welcome from the ghost. He also claims to often feel someone entering the lighting booth with him. However, no one has ever been around to verify his claim. Other staff members have experienced sudden temperature drops and shadowy figures walking on the balcony.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, until you go out there and your ass gets pushed off a balcony.
Hey, it looks like you just. No, I'm not gonna say that. But it would look like an accident because there would be nobody up to.
Yeah, well, that sucks.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you piss off a ghost. They try to get rid of you any way they can. And then someone's like gently touching your hands up. Imagine you're sitting there in the theater and then you just feel someone doing like somebody doing that to you.
I'm gonna freak out. Grab my strong hand.
Not my strong hand, sir. Alright, Hummel Park. Ooh,
Hummel Park, yes. Where's the article? Dang. Oh, there we go. One of the most haunted places in Nebraska, Hummel Park, is the scenario of countless urban legends, including people performing satanic rituals and sacrifice in the Plebeian. A colony of albinos living in a wooded area, one leeching taking place in the park, and it sits on the site of an ancient Native American burial ground. The legends have become so popular that even the Daily Nebraskan sent 4 reporters to check out the area. To this day, no one knows whether these statements are true. However, you're more than welcome to go and draw your conclusions. It's
yeah.
the village.
Well, look at it right here. Try to see if I can find something a little bit bigger. Hold on. That's a nature center. That's it. Yeah. Not that. Hold on. Why can't I pull any of these pictures up? Why are these not letting me get bigger?
This looks like a wooded area.
Yeah, I mean, basically, if you've ever been to what the hell is that? Tacony Nature Park. That's pretty much what Humboldt Park is. There's a lot to do. It's all wooded area. I mean, it actually looks pretty cool. I would definitely check it out. I'd be interested. All right, Museum of
Museum of
Shadows.
Shadows.
Ooh, wait, we have a Museum of Shadows. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yoga Trail. Any individual that loves paranormal phenomena must visit the Museum of Shadows. Housed in one of the most haunted buildings in the Mid-East West, the Museum of Shadows has the largest collection of verified haunted artifacts. Yeah, you might as well just go to the Ed and Lorraine Warren's house for all that. The owners are Kaylee Medium and Nate demonologist who
Close
want
enough. Close enough.
I don't know if that's what I see who want to share their passion for all things paranormal. The couple states that they experience dolls flying off the shelves, random apparitions, and some items and spirits love interacting with visitors. Definitely not a place for the faint of heart. Yeah, I'm serious. You might as well go to Ed and Lorraine's house. Ed and Lorraine Warren's house. They said they
Now,
have to have like a priest come to their house like every week.
now, my question though: if you go to this Museum of Shadows, do you have to walk around the place with one of these?
Maybe.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, no. And then it goes out.
Hey, even better. You know somebody's with you.
No.
What we're gonna do is we'll actually Heather might get freaked out when I say this. I know you won't do it.
I told you, I will sit here and sit in the comfort of my home.
Okay. So, Heather, since you're new to this, we've actually talked about doing an expedition show live from a cemetery one night. Me, Grim have talked about it. I think Mrs. Grim said she might go, but Miss Spawn over here has chickened out.
Yeah, I am a chicken shit. I don't care. I'm proud of it. I'm keeping my happy ass the fuck home. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm in too. I mean,
then when you all shit yourself, don't call crying me. I shit myself.
Hey, that's sick.
You better make sure y'all sit here and wear your adult diapers.
Why? We're sitting
I
by.
will go out and go buy you guys adult diapers to go.
You don't need to, right? We can buy them at Wegmans. I'll get Wegmans to sponsor it.
Sounds awesome. I'll bring the sage and salt. Yeah, yeah.
See, we got another one to go with us. There you go. See, you're going to be sitting here all by yourself.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, till I need to start banging on the door.
Yeah, no. Like before I started doing all this, he used to watch like this type of stuff, like videos of it, like when we used to go to bed at night. And he would have it in my ear so I could hear it. And I would wake up, I'm like, don't play that shit in my ear when I'm trying to sleep. He's like, why are you scared?
Well, if he likes this kind of stuff, why isn't he in chat?
I think the more thing with him is like, I told him like want to do stuff like I'm not gonna lie, he helps me with like a lot of my like research and stuff with this type of stuff. He helps me because he's like real big into it. But with him too, it's just I don't think he likes being on camera and stuff like that.
Well, no, I'm saying in chat, like talking with everybody else.
I don't know. He sometimes pops in, but like if he pops in, he just doesn't say stuff sometimes.
Rude. And your dad says we should dig up a body.
You do that.
Hey, sir, can I have a recommendation, sir? Can we dig up Ben Franklin's body and do a DNA check? wait, see what your dad says. Because by now that body's probably all dust and stuff.
I think it's probably just dust. If you touch it, it's just gonna. You blow on it, it's gonna turn into dust.
Could see your dad said. It'd be like that movie How High when they dig up the ex-president. What are we looking for? DNA records that Grimm's middle son is actually Ben Franklin's. What?
I was just about to say we could have compared to Benjamin Franklin on our side.
Yeah.
Long lost son.
And your dad wants a real. Ben Franklin. And your dad wants a real skeleton. I know he would want something like that. Yes.
You do know, like some schools actually have real skeletons in their classroom.
Yeah.
And they just get rid of them. So why don't you just find like a school that's closing it as? I guarantee they'll gladly give it to you.
That is true. You could do that, sir. She does make a really good point.
Mostly colleges do it, not really high schools. I think it's mostly colleges. You're muted. Still can't hear you. Johnny talked up.
There we go. How's that?
Thank you. All right, next one.
Well, I have it right there for you. Cordelia.
Cordelia.
It could be my new co-host. There you go.
Oh, yeah. University Davis Hall.
That could be actually quite interesting.
All right. Native American spirits seem to haunt Condaria, University Davis Hall. Allegedly, the site used to be a Native American burial ground in the 1700s. In the 1970s, construction workers exhumed bones in the college building during construction. Thank you for telling me to shut up. Students report that goats like to scare people away by turning things on and off, like the dorm showers and electrical appliances. Other students claim they have seen a Native American woman wandering around Davis Hall. I'm feeling good. Today's just now. I'm like at the stage of my cold of coughing the mucus up, and it's just so disgusting. I spit earlier, and my husband was like, "You're not ladylike." I said, "When have you ever known me to be ladylike?"
Yeah.
I'm
Did you
like, "You
see
must."
it?
Yeah,
You see
that's
it?
what I'm. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm responding to. But yeah, he
Gotcha.
was like, "Oh, you're not ladylike." I said, "Me, ladylike? Then you must not know me."
So they assume bones during the college building construction. And ghosts report that ghosts like to scare people away by turning things on and off, like the dorm showers and electrical appliances.
And then they said they claimed to see a Native woman wandering around Davis Hall.
But just think about that. They're turning on hot and cold showers, but then you're also turning on electrical appliances. So this ghost must have actually been electrified. You never know.
Yeah, they're just saying it was like a Native American ground.
True.
Fort Sydney Museum. The building that the house houses, the Fort Sydney Museum, used to be the residence of post commanders that worked at Fort Sydney. Rumors has it that the wife of one of the commanders died here. Unfortunately, the woman fell down the stairs, breaking her neck in 1885. Devastated by his wife's death, the commander boarded up the stairs. Since then, the female's ghost haunts the house, and witnesses often hear someone walking up and down the stairs, then falling.
So
So that's
it's basically doing a reenactment of its own death.
that's just.
What's the side note, Grim?
Oh God, here we go.
Hey, he put side note. I'm curious to see what he says. Today, we had 7 people going to the event. I might have. Well, is that counting the other 2 from last night or what?
What event are we talking about?
The bowling thing we're doing next Friday.
And when was I going to be told about this?
Well, can you get babysitter for the kids because it's only 21 and older?
Maybe. Maybe.
But you need to let your dad know by tomorrow because we need 10 or we gotta come up with a plan B.
Maybe.
Yeah, read the page. I'll pull it up before we end the night. Gary, good evening, sir. All right, Ball Cemetery.
Ball Cemetery. It doesn't come as a surprise that Ball Cemetery in Springfield is one of the top haunted places in Nebraska. To be honest, cemeteries, haunted or not, never evoke pleasant feelings. Paranormal activity at this place escalates to a new level of creepiness.
Okay, hold on.
People have reported a tall man attacking visitors who come to the cemetery after dark. Although I'm curious about the bold individuals who dare to enter a graveyard at night, other visitors claim there's a female spirit who laughs uncontrollably, and who likes to tug on people's clothing. Now that would be scary.
Tug on people's clothes. Well, your dad gets that because he says that he feels like someone's tugging at his ankles.
Sure, that's not for you. Tugging on his feet.
No, ask him. All right.
Well, if
Then,
me and Ronnie go, there's two, so that's 8, 9. Then you only need one.
and Gary said he might be going. So we'll get it done. We might have 10 by tomorrow. Centennial Hall.
So,
That actually looks really cool.
that looks nice. It's a very old picture. So. Built in 1897, Centennial Hall Museum was one of the buildings that housed Valentine Public School. There are rumors stating that the ghost of a former student haunts the museum. The girl died in 1944 at the school after someone poisoned the reed from her clarinets. Aw, damn. Soon after her death, teachers claimed to see her ghost appear in the hallways and experience the room become filled with dense and uneasy energy. She's probably angry.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Because somebody poisoned her reed, the part of her clarinet, and it killed her. So I would be mad too.
Yeah.
When the school became a museum, staff members said they could hear music coming out of the music room, even though there had been no musical instruments in the building for years.
She's practicing her clarinet.
I don't blame her for being mad.
I'd be pissed. I think that, yep, this is your last one.
Wayne State College. Numerous legends surrounding Wayne State College, a public college in Wayne. Tales of a girl named Cora, a popular among students. Rumor has it that the young student committed suicide by hanging herself in the basement of Hardet Hall. Since then, her soul has been wandering the earth, and she flickers lights, closes doors to call the students' attention. In the middle of the night, another legend says that a girl was accidentally electrocuted while playing near a bare electrical wire. Students claim her ghost roams the tunnels between the dorm buildings.
The young student commits suicide. Yeah, so I always say that. I mean, this is kind of fucked up to say, but if someone commits suicide, they have unfinished business.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like most times that those ones that have the unfinished business are the ones that come back and haunt you.
Well, yeah, because I feel like they can't rest until they do what they have to do. They can't move on.
That is very true.
So suit protest for tomorrow night.
Birthday suit protest.
I'm gonna make sure I don't go to that one then.
Well, Grim is waiting to see if his numbers go up, if he's going to do a show or not tomorrow night, and then Heather's like, I'm going to show up to your front door in my birthday suit, protesting if you don't do a show. Because they are angry, they can't rest. That is very, very true. That is a very true comment, Miss Heather. That is spot on.
Mm-hmm.
So real quick, before we dive into California, I am going to run a quick commercial for Holland's Customs. Anyone who knows about Holland's Customs, I know Spawn does, I do. It's an awesome company run by Mr. and Mrs. Graham. Their biggest slogan is, if you can dream it, we can make it. So I am going to run a flash sale commercial. They have pre-made tumblers that are normally $25. They have them marked down to $15. So check these out while we wait, and we will be right back.
Nothing can stop us now. Look at this. Oh, perfect. Oh my God.
Now you're just showing off. I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe my eyes.
Yeah. Girl, I love it when we.
Ladies and gentlemen, the party has just begun.
Girl, you got it. You make it look easy. Switch it up and stay in your lane. Girl, you got it.
Welcome back. I guess Spawn took a quick long break. We will bring her back in when she gets back. But Just the Bone is July 5th, not tomorrow. So, who is ready to do California? Same two questions from before. I am going to test your knowledge real quick. All right. So, first question. What is the California state nickname? That is question number one. So, if Mr. Troy is still in the chat, he has a chance to redeem, see if he can keep it going. If not, I will open it up. No, searching out loud. What is the nickname for the state of California? They're kind of almost like New Jersey, but a different word. So if anyone's in chat who knows the name without looking it up, please put it and I will let you know if you are correct. Heather says she can't remember. Okay. So Heather is out. Does Mr. Grimm know? Mama D on Twitch. I just keep thinking sunshine. A place where Grimm can't go. So Mr. Grimm doesn't know. Is anyone in chat who does know? I will go another 30 seconds before I reveal the answer. But no, Miss Heather, it is not sunshine. That is a different state that we shall be doing very, very soon. You're kind of in the right ballpark area, but not too much. No guesses? All right. California nickname is the Golden State. Golden State. So if you think in New Jersey, you have the Golden State. It's the armpit of the West. That is very true.
Sorry.
It's all good. All right. Question number 2 before we start. What is the capital of California? Swan, if you know this, you can take a guess too. I am testing everyone's social study knowledge before we dive into the most haunted places in California. You're looking it up, aren't you?
No. I bought something from Five and Below today, so now I'm just trying to.
Your dad said Disneyland is the capital. I mean, you may think that is, but that is not it. You know, I have been to Disneyland before. I actually have a California score on my arm.
So wait, California has Disneyland and Florida has what, Disney World?
Correct. You
I'm
are
about to give
correct.
up.
All right. Nobody knows. The state capital of California is Sacramento. But Disneyland was a good guess, so I will give you that. All right. Let's pull this up. Make sure Miss Heather is still in chat because this is for her. If anyone else has any recommendations, Troy requested Virginia last week. This week, Miss Heather had asked us to do California. So there are some states that we haven't done or are saving, which I have a special one planned for July 11th. So make sure you tune in for that one. And there might be a special guest that night as well. So my list, that's called Let's Roam. It is the most haunted places in California. Looking for a spine-tingling adventure in the Golden State? And check out this list of the most haunted places in California. And I promise that is not the Titanic.
Mhm.
So this published August 22nd, 2023. So this list isn't even a year old yet. And if you've never been to California, check this stuff out. There's a lot of old towns in California that are now considered ghost towns.
I don't even went to California.
California is beautiful. All right, going California's dark side with Let's Roam. So here we go. The most haunted spots in California. Number 1, the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel. The Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel is amply considered one of the most haunted hotels in California, located in Los Angeles. It was opened to the public in 1927, and it was a luxurious spot for the entire elite of Tinseltown. The famous phantoms that reportedly graced these halls include trumpeter Montgomery Clift and Marilyn Monroe herself. Montgomery likes to practice his room in 928. That name looks familiar. Hey, John. Why does that look familiar? Killer Kings. Thank you for popping in. That name looks familiar. You might have to identify yourself. It's been a little bit since I've seen that name. Why does that look familiar? Anywho, I'm sorry. Please let me know who you are. It looks familiar. I just can't think of it right now. I apologize. Marilyn herself can be found admiring her image in the mirror of room 229 or dancing in the ballroom. The Hollywood Roosevelt is a still operating hotel, and you can easily book a spot in one of the haunted rooms. So I am going to see if I can pull up a picture real quick. Hollywood. I'm there. Well, sure, it's in California, though. Just so you know. Oh, Ryan Banshee. Thank you, sir. I was going to say, I knew the name. I just couldn't put a picture to it. How you doing tonight, Ryan? Let's see. Here's a good picture of it. Okay, cool. Why can't I get these bigger? That pisses me off. Maryland? Okay. Why can't I not pull these up any bigger? I'm getting upset. Fucking autocorrect. All good, sir. But let me see if I can do this. I'm going to do this. 1 second. That's probably the best I'm going to get it. So let's share this over. That is the Roosevelt Hotel. Like they say, it's a still operating hotel in Los Angeles, and it is definitely very, very haunted. As you can tell, it looks old. Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. He just wants to go mess with the ghost of Marilyn Monroe. Fair enough. All right, number 2. We have Point Sur Lighthouse. Located on
one before.
Huh?
I swear that sounds familiar.
Located on the stunning shores of Big Sur, Point Sur Light Station is said to be haunted by as many as a dozen different spirits. Legends abound from sightings of the former lightkeeper to dread spirits of shipwrecked victims who met their demise in the icy waves of the Pacific. The staff embraces the menacing reputation, hosting Halloween tours for visitors The lighthouse also been featured on the Travel Channel's Ghost Adventures. The lighthouse is part of Port Sur State Historical Park and has been in continuous operation since 1889. It's the only one from its time still in operation and a fun place to visit. Ghosts are nice. So you have shipwreck victims, and you probably see them curled up in a corner wearing a life jacket. Who knows? I know that on too. It's on the Cali list of places to visit. There you go. Heather's a world traveler like everybody else. And Troy's back. Welcome back, sir. My favorite one of this whole entire list, Alcatraz. If you don't know what Alcatraz is, or you've never seen the movie The Rock, you are missing out. Great place. It was actually in our reel this afternoon, if you saw it. I added it for that specific reason, because this is one of the most iconic places in all of California. I've personally never been yet, but I definitely want to check it out. All right. Most abandoned prisons have legends of paranormal activity, so it's no surprise that one of the most infamous penal institutions comes with a host of them. Alcatraz Island is located in San Francisco Bay, surrounded by frigid, shark-infested waters. The island started as a military fort and prison, but in 1934 it was converted into a maximum security prison for the worst of America's criminals. Over the next decades, the producer was home to Al Capone, Alvin Creepy Campos, Machine Gun Kelly, and Robert Franklin Strud, the Birdman of Alcatraz. Ghost stories have always surrounded the prison, even reported by prisoners when it was still in use. Prisoners stated in encountering an ominous entirety they labeled the Thing. Supposedly it lurked in the darkness, staring at them with fiery red eyes. Staff and visitors also report the cell doors slamming on their own, disembodied voices, cries of agony, and the heavy, unexplained feeling of a demonic presence. Visitors report being overcome with immense terror, suicidal thoughts, and propelled aphasia when touring the facility. Some have even exploded in unexplainable outbursts of tears. Alcatraz was a place of violence, torment, and fear when in operation. Today, it is a tourist attraction and a national historical landmark. Guests wander the once dreaded island on day tours provided by the National Park Service, but private companies offer more sinister night tours. Sign me up. I'll go with you, Mr. Producer. Stay in a locked cell all night long. I could do it. I would want to try it.
I think I'll have like a panic attack.
Because, like I said, if you've ever watched the movie The Rock, you're good. 2 people per cell. All right. Now, okay. Dude, I'm curious to see who your dad says. Sir, who would you choose as a cellmate? Do you go opposite sex, or do you go the same sex and then wind up killing the other guy during the middle of the night? Who would your dad choose to be a cellmate? Or would you want to? Would you be asked to put in solitary so you're by yourself? I want someone to choose me. Okay, so he's not saying who he chooses. He wants someone to choose him. Got it. All right, number 4, we have the Whaley House. Located in San Diego, the Whaley House has long been considered the scariest place in Southern California. The haunted house was imagined as a perfectly normal family home by Thomas Whaley when he began construction in 1857. However, the townsfolk were unsure. The property was already notable as the site of the public execution of Yankee Jim Robinson, a horse and an attempted boat thief. The property was rumored to be an old cemetery as well. Not long after moving in, the Whaley's young son Thomas died of scarlet fever, which is horrible. Don't wish that upon anybody. It was one of the first of many tragedies to take place in the coming years. Right from the start, family and visitors to the Whaley house were reportedly hearing Thomas' laughter and toddling around the halls. Miss Whaley and a few more of the kids died in the house, and it is reported that a young friend of the Whaley children died there too. Stories from this house are all over the place. Most have little or no evidence to support them. However, the staff does claim that the spirit of a young girl wanders the property and that one of the spectators likes to play with the beads on the chandeliers. The Whaley house serves as a museum today and hosts guided ghost tours in the evening. Remember, Miss Grimm is always trying to sell me off to people.
I read that comment, started laughing.
Yeah, Miss Grimm has definitely tried to sell off the rim. I had offered $1,000 one night, and I was told I was nuts. Me and your dad are going to be roommates eventually, I promise. And Jackie says that sounds spooky. Yeah. It's almost like the Stanley Hotel.
Why did the hotel just sound familiar for a minute?
Huh?
Is that where that girl was murdered there in the hotel or something like that?
What's the Stanley Hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, 2 weeks I will be touching base on that one when I do Colorado because.
I thought that was in New York.
Nope, the Stanley Hotel is in Essex Park, Colorado. I have been there.
I think I'm talking about a different hotel then.
Okay.
I think.
All right. Colorado Street Bridge. The Colorado Street Bridge spans the Orosco River in Pasadena. Pasadena, California is by far probably one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been to. It's a gorgeous bridge, but it has an ugly past. For some reason, suicidal jumpers are drawn to the arch wonder. Since 1919. There have been an estimated 102 suicides, and those are just ones that the authorities publicly acknowledge. With that many tragic deaths in one place, it's no surprise that legends of hauntings swirl around the bridge. One of the most common seen spectators is that of a young man who jumps from the railing, causing onlookers to rush to his aid, but he vanishes before hitting the river. Drivers also report swerving to miss a woman walking down the middle of the bridge. Scared out of their wits, they stop to test her only to realize she has disappeared. Is this bridge really haunted? You'll have to visit it for yourself and see. So now we have haunted bridges. That's pretty cool. Question is, would you drive across this bridge at night? Heather, Jackie, Grim, would you dare to drive across this bridge late at night? And then here's another challenge for you. Would you drive across it with no headlights on? Jackie says, yeah, I would. Grim says yes, and Heather says no. So we have 2 yeses and a no. I'm all into the spooky stuff. Well, then you're in the right store. You're in the right store. Show. No bridge hauntings. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, we have our first ghost town. Bodie Ghost Town. Bodie was a very isolated gold rush era mining town east of the Sierra Nevadas. Now it's a ghost town. Can you walk across it? Yeah, I'm sure you can. Y'all can check me in the trunk anyway I'm going. I won't do that, Heather. No one goes in the trunk. We'll just seatbelt you in the back seat. You'll be fine. We'll just do one seatbelt that way and another seatbelt that way. You'll be perfectly fine. And then you can be like the pig from the commercial. Wee! Sorry. But Bodie Ghost Town. It's an old mining town east of the Sierra Nevadas. Now it's a ghost town.
Sorry, pee break. That would have happened.
You got to use it on commercial breaks. You can't go in and out like that. We are doing.
Listen, I'm not wearing a diaper. I'm not like my kids, and I can go in a diaper. And if I sneeze, that wouldn't be pretty.
Bring a cup.
I'm not a boy. How the hell am I supposed to pee in a cup?
Figure it out. Blah, blah, blah. Now it's a ghost town with a well-documented curse. The town was slowly abandoning as a mining continued until the 1940s. This resulted in sticky fingers taking artifacts from the empty homes as souvenirs of the California's Wild West history. When the state park system took over the town, a Kroger staff member invented a curse. It is specific that anyone who took even the smallest trickle from the booty would be punished. Though we know this curse was invented, many petty thieves strongly believe in its power. To this day, the park staff opens letters daily with apology notes of all kinds. The notes beg for forgiveness and include whatever artifact was stolen, advising the staff to please put it back. These report mysterious deaths in their families, failed relationships, mysterious hauntings, and a rage of other evils that entered their lives after they took an object from Brody. The park consists of more than 100 original and reconstructed structures, displaying the town as it's upon its abandonment. Take a tour of the ghost town, but don't take a souvenir. That is fucking awesome. So you can take a thing like that big and be haunted for the rest of your life. Your dad says no peeing during the show. There's a few women I know that could pee in a cup.
Yeah, well, I'm not that woman that can pee in a cup. And the way I've been sneezing and coughing, I'm going to pee myself.
Jackie's planning Halloween. We're still in summer.
There's nothing wrong with planning Halloween. I love Halloween and fall.
I love that one. That town sounds badass. It does, Heather. I mean, that is definitely something to check it out. Okay, you guys plan your way you want. I'm not going to read any more comments. You can read the comments for me.
Who doesn't like Halloween? Halloween is.
I'm not saying I don't like Halloween. It's the end of June.
So what?
You plan Halloween parties in August.
Well, I'm only doing it 2 months before.
All right, Oak Park Cemetery. Have heard of this place. Cemeteries gradually top the place of haunted spots for obvious reasons, but Oak Park Cemeteries in Claremont has a particular gruesome rep. Visitors to the cemetery report being attacked by vicious little apparitions that's not all. An ominous winged spirit is said to patrol the entrance to the graveyard, and the guests have captured strange lighting of omnis on camera. Shadowy male figures are said to wander the graves, and the sightings here are constantly increasing.
I agree with Heather. Some people have Christmas in July, so why not Halloween?
I'm not dissing Halloween. I'm just saying there's a time and place for it.
Well, it is a time and place for it.
You know what? You guys keep this up. I quit.
Mm.
I'm just waiting for someone to get on my case about backing out of the studio. I won't do that. I know it's Halloween every day in your house, sir. I've been there plenty of times. All right. There you go. Satan's Castle. This is probably where your dad's going to want to move to. So you was reading the spooky stuff and it popped in my head. Jackie, I'm busting stone. It's fine. You're good. See, I knew Heather was going to say it. Oh, stop. You're not going anywhere. I know I'm not. Because we got to talk about Satan's Castle. This is the Grim Lord. Former home of the... Halloween is too. I love that time of year. So, believe me, I'm right there with you guys. I promise. Kind of the reason I wanted to start a show like this. So, former home of the affiliate Atkinson family, the Satan's Castle ruins are nestled in a stunning mountain setting near San Bernardino. In addition to being a gathering place for its area's elite, the home was long linked to the dark rituals. It's rumored that tunnels run beneath the home that connect to a Catholic church. The tunnels were likely built during Prohibition to smuggle alcohol to Atkinson's parties, but that doesn't stop the rumors. The more persistent rumor states that a local preschool would fly children to the area and they would enter the Atkinson house where the church and turners for satanic rituals. There are hundreds of accounts of sexual abuse by former students, but they are all suspect, as they may have been attained from the children by corrosion. The children's claims are shocking, witnessing animal sacrifices, partaking in naked photo shoots, and being molested by famous athletes and politicians. The home burned down in 1984. It was burned to destroy evidence. The remaining tower is thought by some to represent a pentagram, and TikTokers and YouTubers often sneak onto the site to create videos documenting the ruins. Current rumors still state that the Satanists used the property for animal sacrifice and mysterious rituals, but both the Park Service and the Church of Satan denied this. Neighbors report seeing black-robed groups at night and finding animal bones on the property. The number of frightening stories connected to this property is almost unbelievable, but is there any truth to them? And Pat's in the building. Good evening, Pat. Nice to see you tonight. Missed you at work. Pat is someone I work with at Wegmans. So we gotta look this one up for your dad real quick. Satan's Castle. I am curious to know what this looks like. Oh, why can I not find pictures all of a sudden?
Because it doesn't want you to.
It's not. No, I can probably pull this one out. So there it is. That is Satan's Castle for you. Let me just a little bit bigger if I can, maybe. Nope. Can't make it bigger. Nope. But that is it. That is Satan's Castle. All right. I looked up a picture. I mean, it looks like a pretty cool place. All right, let's see. Back on. I don't know. Mission St. Miguel. The Spanish mission of San Miguel was founded in 1797 and served the faithful of the area until 1834, when there was circle. Yeah, I would live there too. Securized. It was sold to the Reed family in 1846. The Reeds turned the beautiful structure into a boarding house, and they reportedly required payment in gold because California was famous for the gold rush. After a few years of gathering nuggets off prospectors, the Reeds had ranked up a good little stash, supposedly more than $200,000 worth. Dang. which was quite a fortune in the mid 1800s, I would say. Apparently, Reed had a tendency to brag about his hoard, which proved to be his downfall. According to local lore, a group of British pirates were staying in the area and decided to collect the gold for themselves. They raided the mission, killing the Reeds and everyone else in sight. They didn't find the gold, and they were all executed soon after the massacre. Today, visitors report seeing a woman in white and a man in a blue coat. It is assumed that these are the spirits. These spirits are those of the murdered Mr. and Mrs. Reed. Take a tour of the beautiful Adobe mission and see if you can spot any spectators. Sign me up.
Damn, that's what happens when you brag about the stuff you got.
Now, but think about it. Say you find a ghost and the ghost actually likes you. Does he actually lead you to the gold?
Probably by now they probably located it.
You never know. Some people take that stuff to the grave.
Yeah, true.
All right, that's for all shit. Al Adobe San Juan Capistranzo. I probably butchered the hell out of that, but that's okay. Hailing from 1797 and 1812, the El Adobo San Juan Capistro restaurant is formed by two adjoining adobe structures. The first was a home, and the second served as a local court and jail. In the 1940s, the two buildings were joined and turned into a restaurant that became a favorite of sitting President Richard Nixon.
Okay.
There you go. While Mexican food lovers still flocked to the restaurant for tasty burritos, something more spooky lives in the cellar, always the basement.
Always the basement.
The restaurant is said to be haunted by a couple of spirits. The wine cellar is where the former jail cells were located, and it's said to be occupied by a former prisoner. The scariest spirit at the restaurant lingers near the front door. Though multiple guests have reported seeing a headless spirit greeting guests at the entrance. So you get greeted by a headless ghost as soon as you walk in this restaurant. I like that. The restaurant still serves elevated Mexican cuisine in a stunning environment just a few blocks from Mission St. Juan Capistrano. It also doubles as a wedding venue. Reserve a table or a special event, but don't be surprised if there was a couple extra guests in your photos.
Yeah, next thing you take your wedding picture, you got a headless person in them.
That'd be cool. Troy, I don't know where Dixie is. I haven't talked to her in a week, so I don't know. Go back and watch the previous shows. Apparently, she popped on and said she was on Route 66.
I was about to say, she said she's on Route 66.
And that's all we know. So, I mean,
I don't know. I think Dixie voices Big Bird at Sesame Place.
maybe. Love a creepy wine cellar drinks company in the show. There you go. All right, number 11. Everybody who knows California has heard of this house.
Is that a movie?
Yes, it is.
I see. I haven't watched the movie. I just seen like them advertise the movie.
It is one of the probably most messed up movies you'll ever watch. But the funny part is there's no gore in it. It's just all a giant mindfuck.
Hmm.
So the Winchester Mystery House. If I had known this was on the list prior, I would actually had messaged my friend Lindsay. She's been to this house and she has pictures of it.
Oh, that's cool.
But I'm not going to root for her Facebook without her permission. But whether the Winchester house is haunted or not is debatable, as all the haunted spots are, but the weirdness is undeniable. Sarah Winchester, the wife of one of the founders of Winchester Repeating Arms Company, and heiress to a vast fortune, moved to San Jose from New Haven, Connecticut. After the death of her husband, she retreated from public life and spent the rest of her days turning an room farmhouse into a 24,000 square foot mansion with a 7-story tower, 160 rooms, 6
Damn.
kitchens, 17 chimneys, 47 stairways, and fireplaces, and over 10,000 windows. It is estimated to have a cost of around $5 million in 1923, which would be well over $70 million today.
Wow.
The mansion is a showstopper, but it has some strange features. The home is a maze with staircases that slam right into the ceiling and doors that open to nowhere. No one will really know why the heroes constructed the home this way, but one persistent legend is that she was haunted by the ghost of others who killed by Winchester's rifle, and the maze was constructed to confuse the spirits that plagued her, keeping them from finding her room. The home is on the National Register of Historical Places and is open for tours today. The staff embraces the paranormal legend of the house, operating a Walk with the Spirits tour and an unhinged housewarming event during the Halloween season.
Well, all right then.
Now, if you've never seen this, I am going to do my best to find a great picture of this. Let's see. Winchester. Let's see. What can I find? Any big. There we go. Let me present. Need to stop that real quick. Alright. That is the house.
Wow.
That is amazing piece about, like, it's insane.
Yeah.
I forget the name. I think it's called the Winchester. If I'm not mistaken, I'll have to find out the exact title, but it is definitely worth a watch. The house is it's a nice house, Jackie, but it has a lot of twisted turns, knacks, crannies that you can think of.
You can probably get lost in that house.
Oh, easily. So let me actually see. Like I said, it's an absolute gorgeous house. But the thing is, it's very, very haunted. So let's pull that back up real quick. Let me Winchester House. Yeah, it's just called Winchester. Is the name of the movie. Would you stay a night in the Gee? Would you stay a night in there? Absolutely. I take my chances if I can live there. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the movie didn't fare very well. It was apparently only got 5.4 out of 10 and a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. But it is a good, twisted psychological thriller. So, I mean,
Sold.
Winchester, also known as Winchester, the house that ghost builds.
I lived there for a night.
So, if you want to watch a movie with the house actually in it, Winchester.
Now, did they film the movie there?
I think they made a model of the exact same house.
Oh. That would be cool if they did the movie actually inside the house.
Yeah. All right, number 12, we have Hotel del Cordero. Hotel del Cordero is a waterfront resort located in San Diego and has been wowing guests since 1888. That is true. That Heather's not wrong about that. Rotten Tomatoes are a bunch of hypocrites sometimes when it comes to movies. I will agree with that.
Yeah, that's like a movie. Me and Ronnie watched the movie, and the Rotten Tomatoes were so bad that it was just because of the critics.
True. Patsy Cline, yeah. Famous musician, Troy. A waterfront resort in San Diego and has been wild guest since 1888. For most of that period, it has been haunted by Kate Morgan, not the porn star, a young woman who was found dead at the bottom of some stairs. Kate checked into the hotel in 1892 and was waiting for her husband to join her for a romantic getaway. 4 days later, she was found dead. Some say it was a self-inflicted, but nobody really knows. Employees and guests of the hotel often encounter Kate and her antics. She seemed to be obsessed with TV. She likes to play with light switches. Paranormal investigators have documented gifts and books flying off the shelves in the hotel gift shop. Kate may be the famous ghost, but she may have some company too. Guests report funny occurrences in room 3519, which was reportedly the room of the hotel's owner's mistress and where her dead body was found. So you have multiple guests.
That sucks.
I like it. Evening, Ryan. I am sorry I messed up who you were on Twitch earlier, sir. I apologize. I just not used to seeing certain names when it comes to Twitch, so it kind of threw me for a loop. And Heather raising her hand like she's in. Now, I'll pose this question to everybody. So, how like you always see somebody say that there's occurrences in a certain room number. So this one's 3519. If you were to stay in one of these haunted hotels, whatever, would you saw out that certain room, or are you just gonna stay in the hotel?
I would probably.
I would leave.
I don't know. I'd probably stay in the hotel. I just wouldn't. I would tell them to keep me away from that room as best as possible.
Okay, so Stephanie doesn't want to stay in that specific room. You said so. Absolutely, I would seek the room.
They could have the room closed off though because of.
Well, some do, some don't. So it depends, I guess, on the hotel. How about you, Grim? What would you do? Are you going for the haunted room itself, or are you trying to stay away from it?
I think I said he's gonna try and stay in it.
Oh, I'm sure you would too. Let me on this list.
Ooh, too fast.
Okay, so no, I'm just seeing how many were on the list. All right, number 13. Stay in your room, yeah. You were right. All right, number 13, the Queen Mary. Definitely one of the most haunted locations in California and possibly one of the most haunted hotels in the world. The Queen Mary, which was that picture at the above, is a former ocean liner that now permanently docked at Long Beach. Constructed in the 1930s, the RMS, I forget what RMS stands for. Queen Mary was meant to be a luxury cruiser and hosted esteemed guests like Clark Gable and Winston Churchill. During World War II, the boat was repurposed to deliver soldiers across the seas. The sinister stories surrounding the Queen Mary are too numerous to list, but the two famous spirits hanging out in the swimming pool. It said that both ladies drowned in the pool and never left. A lady in white is frequently seen in the salon, and a dapper gentleman still lounges in the first-class suites. Spottings of a decapitated sailor are common in the boiler room, and guests report frequently screaming throughout the ship. Visitors can book a stay in the haunted stateroom B340 or take one of the guided ghost tours offered daily.
It sounds like they're talking. You remember that movie, Ghost Ship?
Yes.
That's what it sounds like.
A little bit. Definitely a little bit. I could definitely see that. So look, you can actually book the room to stay in.
Yeah, no.
So that answers your question if they have the rooms crossed off. This one you can actually book. All right. Preston Castle. Preston Castle in the town of Lone was built for a noble purpose but went weary almost immediately. Opened in 1894 as a reform school for boys, the mission was to keep juveniles out of prison by teaching them a valuable trade and encouraging them to walk with a straight path. After a housekeeper was murdered in the basement, at least 16 boys died in the castle, and countless reports of violence were reported by the staff. The school was closed in 1960. Paranormal investigations have documented disembodied voices, windows and doors that open on their own, and assaults by invisible hands. A combination of the tourist past and ghost sightings left the castle unoccupied for decades, and it suffered disrepair. The state wanted to demolish the structure, but it was saved by Preston Castle Foundation, which now owns the site. They charge for tours using the money to restore it to its old beauty. That is awesome.
I mean, at least they use the money to restore the structure, and they're not trying to tear it down.
I mean, I find that awesome. The fact that you're taking the chance to restore a historical, like, artifact almost,
Mm-hmm.
and then rebuilding it, I'm all for that. Some hotels like to profit off hauntings, others feel what do as they should. Yeah, I mean, it very is a mixed bag. It depends on how you look at it.
Mm.
All right, number 15, East 8 Mile Road. And no, we're not in Detroit. One of the scariest places in the state of California is a stretch of road near Stockton. Long haul trucks drivers report we're currently seeing two female phantoms. The first they describe as the witch. They found my sister because she appears haggard. She usually seen walking down the center of the road in a ripped up white dress. What is up with these ghosts in white? I don't get that. When the truck passed, she takes the opportunity to jump on board. Many of the drivers say they would look when they looked back to get a second look at the woman. She was no longer on the road, but in the back of their truck instead. The second spirit is described as a young Native American girl who has an infantry for full moons. She is apparently a screamer, and locals claim they hear her cries regularly. Got a screamer!
I was waiting for my dad's comment.
It's coming. Unless he abandoned ship, but he's being quiet. You look. But that's pretty funny. They actually, not. Oh, he's behaving.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got to do it. I got to do it.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
No.
All right, number 16. Los Cuchis Adobe. Oh, good, Grim. Los Cuchis Adobe hails from the days when California was still a Mexican territory. But some might really get offended with my comment. Okay, I respect that. I'll have to find out what he was going to say after the show. The structure was once a stagecoach stop and an inn that catered to miners. Some legends say that the puppeteer was a murderer who killed miners in their remains in a shaft on the property. Who threw the remains in a shaft on the property. Others say that the mine was located on the property and it suffered a collapse, killing approximately 30 miners. Either way, visitors claim to hear screams of the miners from a well on the property. The wall people are said to be haunted as well. Locals claim that a black cloaked figure wanders the property at night, and some have even reported seeing a figure hanging from one of the oak trees surrounding the house. Ghost Adventures has been been there to investigate as well. One look at this place and you'll have no problems believing in any local horror that can Scrooge Creek. Most women would scream to it triangle. I think we got him to say the comment he wanted to say. I've not been there. I find that funny.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Cecil Hotel. Oh, this one.
That's the one I was thinking of.
The Cecil?
Yeah, I watched a documentary of that.
Yeah, so you can chime in on this one if you remember the documentary.
Because I think the documentary was on Netflix at the time.
Yeah,
But I think they took it off.
Back to LA we go for another haunted hotel. The Cecil went viral a few years ago when a video of Canada tourist Eliza Lamb surfaced. She was behaving erratically in the hotel elevator before disappearing in 2013 after many complaints of flooding and decreased water pressure in the hotel. The maintenance man went to check the water storage system on the hotel. There he found the body of Eliza inside the closed tank.
Yeah. They looked like everywhere. And then the crazy part was that's the last place. Like, and the crazy part is in the documentary, they were saying, like, they looked on the roof to see if she was up there, but they didn't look in the water tanks until they already checked the hotel. Like, the water tank was the last place they looked.
Dang. Your dad's asking, do you think a ghost would do anal? I mean, a ghost doesn't feel anything, so you never know. And I think you'll wait Spawn on Netflix to pick it off.
Yeah, I watched it, and it's just crazy. Like, yeah, but that's the last place they looked when they were already on the roof. I think the first place they looked was the roof. And then look in the water tank after you did everything else.
Yeah, right?
I think they didn't. I don't think they ever found out how she ended. I don't remember, but I don't think they ever found out.
Well, there you go. Eliza's death is a mystery, but it's thought she died due to a manic episode from her bipolar disorder.
Yeah, it's like they never concluded on how like she ended up inside the water tank.
True. Even
'Cause it
before
was
this,
closed.
okay. Even before the strange incident, the hotel was plagued by death and rumors of paranormal activity. The Cecil was opened in 1924 as a luxury hotel, but soon after the Great Depression hit, the area became home to a huge homeless population. It was famously dubbed Skid Row. The hotel became a low-rent boarding house, and at least 6 of its guests committed suicide in a variety of ghastly ways. Several more suspicious deaths have occurred over the years as well. The hotel has been home to seedy characters, including 2 known serial killers, Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, brought the Cecil home during his rampage on LA, and James Unterweger, following Ramirez's lead, had hid his evil in the chaos of the hotel as well, choosing to live there while he strangled prostitutes. Even the Black Delilah was said to have had her last drink in the hotel before her mutilated body was found. With a past like this, how could the Cecil not be haunted? The hotel is now a privately owned housing project with long-term residents, but the rumors persist. So people still live there.
Yeah, I heard like some people like lived in there, and the crazy part is like right next to it is what do they call that place? Sin City or something like that, where people have all their tents and everything.
Tent City.
Yeah, people live there.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, California had a lot of homeless people. The Watchers of Big Sword. Big Sur is undoubtedly beautiful. It's one of the most visited spots in the state for hikers and surfers, but high above the waves, something sinister is lurking. The first reports of the Watchers surfaced way back in 1542 from Spanish sailors. Throughout the years, the sightings have persisted. Famous author John Steinbeck wrote about them. I like John Steinbeck. Many hikers have detailed their presence over the bluffs. They are usually described as large, humanoid figures standing on the edge of the cliffs, staring out to sea, watching for something. Nobody knows who or what they're waiting for, but everyone who comes in contact with them feels a sense of foreboding. Interesting. All right, we got two more. Number 19, the Padre Hotel. A lot of hotels. In the city of Bakersfield, there's another hotel.
I don't know. I feel like hotels is because I feel like a lot of like bad things happen in hotels.
That is
Because
true.
majority of the time, sometimes people get away with it.
Yeah, that is true. In the city of Bakersfield, there's another hotel. My adopted daughter was born in Tent City in PA, literally in a tent. She lived there 3 months. It's crazy and scary there too. I'm sure it's scary anywhere in a tent city.
It's crazy. I heard they cleaned that area up though.
A little bit.
I don't know. I don't really go that far into it. The only farthest I go to Philly is like right over Tacony Bridge. Go through like 2 lights and then make a left, and then I'm at my father-in-law's house.
Makes sense.
And then I drop my kids off, and then I leave. Like, we're not really in Philly that long.
I spent a lot of time over there, so I can't really say I want to go. There's another hotel that was chills up your spine, but we're starting to think Airbnbs are the way to go when visiting California. Possible. The Padre was opened in 1928, yet again as a luxury hotel. It didn't take long for the tragedies to start. Some places just seem to be cursed from the start, and the Padre is one of them. The hotel suffered a major fire in the 1950s that took many lives. It was followed by an earthquake that trapped several guests. A love triangle exploded into murder. A woman jumped off the roof, and a man took his life in the bathtub.
What the heck?
Due to these awful happenings, the hotel reportedly home to several poltergeists. The staff reports feeling of immense cold and having closet doors slammed on them during cleanings. There's a handprint on a pillar in the lobby that cannot be removed or painted over. Despite multiple attempts, guests report seeing shadowy figures in the hallways, particularly on the 7th floor. The hotel was investigated by Porters to Hell, and the host, Jack Osborne, stated that the Padre Hotel is truly scary.
Oh, wow.
This part sounds awesome.
The handprint?
Yeah. That's cool. All right, and number 20, the last one on the list. Everyone's favorite place in California. Disneyland. The original amusement park of the Disney franchise, Disneyland, is located in Anaheim, California. I have been there. It's normally touted as a place of immense happiness. Oh, wait, I gotta do it.
Happiness?
Happy penis.
No, happiness.
Happy penis.
Sorry. It was deemed necessary. It's normally touted as an immense happiness, but there's a hidden darker side to Disney. For some odd reason, several people have been caught distributing ashes of loved ones on rides in their park. Park staff has found jawbones and ashes on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride and in the Haunted Mansion, as well as several other spots in the park. Weird, right? Perhaps it's these spirits that inherited the animatronics, as multiple staff members over the years have reported that the figures come to life on the visitor also claimed to see the apparition of Walt Disney himself in the fire station where his former living quarters were. We might have just ruined your next Disney trip. Sorry about it. That is cool. I mean, you can keep going to yourself, but imagine that. Like, you have someone's ashes, you throw them on one of those, like, fake standstill things, and then all of a sudden, that it comes to life. That's cool. Now Disney is a fucking scary place. Too many happy people singing and all that shit. What the fuck phones? That's crazy. That place scares me. I'll go to the Florida one. Who knows? Heather, we still haven't done Florida. You might find about Disney World.
Wait,
Same.
something in Disney World that's apparently haunted.
But we're gonna run a commercial real quick, and we can come back and probably start wrapping up. What do you think?
Yeah,
I mean,
up to you.
I could go all night. I am good. I know you don't want to stay up all night. And plus, your dad's probably on like, cause me, your dad, and everybody else last night did 3.5 hours.
That's crazy.
Not going to anything Disney, fair enough. But sit tight. We will be right back, and then we'll go from there. But we shall return. Again, that is Holland's Customs. If you can dream it, they can make it. Go check them out. And go pick up some Basement Show merch while you're at it. Spawn has her own line of
I don't
merchandise.
have my cup. I don't have my cup in here. I gotta go get it.
You can go get the Spawn of Red Grim merchandise. You can get the Basement Show merch. The whole kit and caboodle.
There's one of my cups that still sits in this box. I haven't used it yet. I don't think I'm gonna use it. I think it's just gonna sit out.
What one's that? That's the custom AJ and Hope cup that she just recently got made. Sorry.
And then Roman has his custom Sesame Street one that I got too, and it has his name on it.
There you go.
And I do have one that has my basement show merch of the Spawn, but it's not just myself on there. I incorporated all of Red Chrome's Spawns in there, and there's 5 of us all together.
Yeah,
So,
I have a Chucky tumbler and an Eagles tumbler that I had got.
so now, so we had 7. I just added 4 more. So my 2 Romans and Rodney got one from the flash sale.
Nice.
He got this one.
That's supposed to be with your.
Yeah. So he got that. So now that's what? 4 plus 7. So now we have, that's what?
11? Something like that. But I was reading through the comments during the break. They were.
I can show my merch if everybody wants to see my merch. I can go get it.
That's all right. You can save it.
Yes. Roman has 2 sippy cups now. Roman has his Stitch. One that we got him for autism awareness, and then he has Sesame Street, and it has his name on the cup. And that's the good thing is because now he can use it for school, and I don't have to put his name on it because his name's already printed onto the cup.
Can't beat that.
Why can't I show my merch? Is he saying I can't?
I didn't say you. I didn't say you can't, but then you have to go off camera again. You gotta go grab it.
It's in my room
See.
because I was using it last night.
Mm-hmm. Well, just to answer Heather's question real quick, they were talking about the different Disney worlds. I've been lucky enough to been to both. I've been to California and Florida. So Heather had presented me a question with this. What was the California one like? Isn't it big? And the simple answer to that, yes, it is bigger, a bigger park, but you don't have all the multiple parks like you do in Florida. Disneyland has 2 parks, where if you go to Florida, you have the 5 different parks. So yes, it's bigger in size, but Florida has more to offer when it comes to their amusement parks. If that makes sense. So I mean, sure, the size is bigger in California, but you get more in Florida to do and entertain yourself. And then they're just talking about people being old and shit. But I wanted to answer Heather's question real quick. Which one would you choose a free trip? I'd probably say Florida.
Florida.
Just because there's more activities to do, there's more down there. There is one in China. You're absolutely right. Yes, Tokyo, I believe.
Well, now we want to go to Florida because they opened up Mario World, and we want to take Raven to that.
Sure. Yeah, that is true. Let's see. Yes, Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo, Japan. I was right. See if I can find. I mean, just like your normal Disneyland park, though. I mean, depends on how you look at it. I mean, you figure. Let's see if I can pull this up without messing anything up. So this is the last year's Tokyo Disneyland. So basically, you walk in, you have the whole World Bazaar, Adventureland, Tomorrowland, Toonland, Fantasyland, Critter Country, and Westernland. So again, you have different themed areas, but it's all jammed into one park. Where it is pretty cool to go to different sections of it. I feel like something like that you'd probably be done maybe 5 hours, 6 hours. It's like an old amusement park.
Right.
Where Florida, you have like Magic Kingdom, MGM Studios, Universal,
Epcot.
Adventure, Epcot. But,
SeaWorld.
yeah, I just feel like Florida, you get more for your money.
Yeah. I think when I went, we did Epcot, we did Magic Kingdom, and we did SeaWorld. I think those were the only three we did. It's been such a long time.
Depending on who I'm going with, no way I want to see that one. The Neverland sounds awesome. Been over 15 years since I've been, so it's so much better. The prize show, that the prize show then was Predator in the studio. That scared the shit out of me, huh? It was awesome. Porter has built so much more into the property. It's amazing. Porter is always building something. Jackie is absolutely right. She's saying she's actually going. Have fun. Stay hydrated. Stay cool. Because July is a brutal time to be down there.
Yeah.
And your dad says, I'll go to Florida, but I'm not leaving the hotel.
I want to go down when they do the Halloween stuff.
Yes, that's actually, they say, the best time of year to go.
That's where I want to go. My mom got arrested in Epcot.
Rock and roll Heather's mom.
She stole an item from each place till she got caught. Great childhood memory from Disney.
That is awesome. But, Heather, you know what you always say?
Not the mama, not the mama, not the mama, not the mama, not the mama.
I've been to Florida in October. I was down in the Tampa Bay area in September. I was down there for an Eagles game of all things. So, but listen, you're getting tired, Simone.
Yeah, it's been a very long day today for me because I've spent half my day in the ER making sure my son's nose was not broken.
Fair enough. Hey, Mama D's probably went back on Twitch, and I think he probably fell asleep. But someone's watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, please say hello.
That's probably my mom, most likely.
Probably. And Heather says, "Go Eagles." Yes.
She's
I
our
won't.
YouTube stalker.
Huh?
She's our YouTube stalker.
A YouTube stalker. I got you. Well, if it is you, Heather, the other Heather, thank you for watching. And this Heather's going to get me in trouble. I'm not allowed to talk sports. So if you ever want to talk any type of sports, hit me up directly. But there will be a sports weekend coming soon. I can promise you that. Twitch still sounds like dirty site.
I don't even use Twitch anymore. Ever since we stopped Trivia Night, I haven't been on Twitch.
Yeah, I mean, because you really don't need it anymore. Well, she's trying to say she's the one and only Heather. I'm not. You guys can fight with that one. That's all you.
I like dirty sites. No. I don't know who to say that one.
What, to Heather?
Yeah.
You're not going to defend your mom?
Well, I don't know. My mom, her name's Heather. So, there's multiple Heathers.
Fair enough. But
it could be my mom on at work. That's probably why she's not saying anything.
yeah, that's okay. Wow, she's thanking you. I think like they're saying thank you to you, but they don't thank me for doing this show.
I'm special. They like me. Oh, don't be putting my. I just blew up real close. I look hideous today. Really hideous today. They only love me because I'm this blonde. We're getting a storm. Anyone know? I don't know. Apparently there was a storm last night, but I guess I was like dead to the world and I didn't hear nothing. I took some NyQuil and I crashed out. But I was gonna go hide at my dad's during the storm and go sleep with Freya. My location is saying there's no storm, Jackie, but Maple Shade, everyone loves Spawn, Mr. Knast quit. Oh hush, I said thank you forever ago. You did Callie for me. I love Spawn because she's freaking Spawn. My face comic character. uh, no, Jackie, it's not calling any storms in your guys' area. Yeah, so get back on. Heather said she said thank you forever ago. So stop being a man baby and get back on. I'm not running the show by myself. Crazy. You're welcome, Jackie. Yeah. That's probably why my back hasn't been hurting today, because yesterday I was having a lot of back issues because I guess my body was sensing there was a storm coming. And back in what, April? I think they found out all those back issues I have.
Are your dad saying, wow, I'm scared?
I don't know.
Why are you saying wow?
They're talking about their old. I have a back of a friggin' like a 80-year-old.
Gotta go shower, get ready for bed, early shift tomorrow night, night lows. Heather, thank you for joining us tonight. It was awesome doing California. If you have any other recommendations for next week, please let me know. And Jackie's asking, when does the money need to be? When does the money need to be on for the bone thing? You paid the night of the bone thing, and as of now, yes, it is still on. You're looking for a couple of people.
Will there be a show tomorrow? According to my dad.
I'm not answering that. But Jackie, we would probably need the money for bowling next Friday if you are going to go with us. So you would just pay at the bowling alley.
Good night, Heather.
Yeah, or you can do that. Contact Miss Grim. There you go. All right. So you want to do the first part? Or you want me to?
Oh, the PTSD one.
Better good night, Grim. Hush, Mister. Hey, if Grim doesn't want to do a show tomorrow night, I'm not forcing him. Just saying that right now.
Alright, so I'm going to do the PTSD one. So, as you guys are aware, June is National PTSD Awareness Month. Where we are definitely doing something different this month. Where we will be, instead of like how we did it for autism awareness and mental health, where we were doing the likes and hearts, this time we are taking donations, and the person that makes the highest donation, Mr. Knast himself, and Poland's Customs will match that highest donation. As of right now, the highest donation is set at a
100.
100 as of right now, donated by Mr. and Mrs. Jim and Heather Dot. So if they were to stop it right now, the charity will be receiving $300, which is still a great, tremendous thing. But let's help get that up and going. The donations will be made on July 1st, and then July 1st, Mr. Ness himself will be going live only on Facebook to be making the donation.
And it will be before ladies' night. So ladies' night. So at the 8 of the donation will probably be around 7:30 Monday night. So you have up to now from now till then. If you can make a small donation, if you just want to come and see us make the donation. So.
Any donation helps.
Absolutely.
Even if it's 50 cents, still a donation.
That is absolutely true. And then, as you saw twice tonight, we ran 2 separate commercials for Holland's Customs. The one was a flash sale for pre-made tumblers. They were number 25. They were marked down to $15. And then the second one showed you a little bit more of what they can do. They can make the t-shirts, tumblers, coffee mugs. They can do baseball caps. I can get you a drawstring bag made, which I will bring down next time. We can get key lanyards made again, the whole 9 yards. So if you can dream it, we can make it. So please go over, check them out, pick up any merchandise that you would like, including Basement Show merch. Spawn has her own line, so you can get the Spawn of Ever Been merch. You can get show posters done. Who knows? You might even get an autograph show poster from one of us on the show. So if you want Spawn to sign a cooking one, I can make it for her from before. Or if you want an expedition night poster with me and Spawn both signing it, we can do something like that for you too. You can get a Grim Show poster with his autograph if you're lucky. He's a hard signature to get. But I mean, check it out, get some awesome Basement Show merch, and go from there. I mean, it is all truly awesome stuff, and it is made with love.
Mhm.
All right. You can do this one, and then we'll go from there.
You'll do the rest? Okay. So as you see, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline 988. The good thing is that since it's like the more we've been promoting it on here on the Basement Show, we've been seeing billboards of it, which is a really good thing. Call that number anytime you need to talk to somebody. They are available to you 24/7, 365 days a year, all hours of the day. If you don't feel comfortable calling them, you are definitely more than welcome to contact one of us here on the Basement Show. You can contact Mr. Knast if you have him on Facebook or even his personal cell. You can contact myself on Facebook, or if some of you have my personal cell, you're more than welcome. Sometimes if you have to contact us during the night, just, give us a couple minutes to fully wake up, and then we're all ears. We'll always be that shoulder to cry on, or somebody that you definitely need to talk to, because everyone here on the Basement Show has definitely experienced a hard patch in their life. So we're definitely willing to be all ears and, that person you need. And even if you have to scream or, curse us out, we'll still be there to listen, and we'll, take those punches and hits and everything that you need to do. Just know that everybody here at the Basement Show will be there to guide you and support you. We don't want to see on Facebook or any social media platform that you take in your life because you couldn't talk to somebody.
Yeah, very well said. And if you can't reach us on our Facebooks or through our personal phones, we have a brand new Discord that has a mental health segment in it. So if you want to join that, so you can communicate and check on what's going on in the show. Like Grim said last night, yes, we do have to get better with Discord, but we do have a Discord option if you would like to add us on new. So if you want an invite to it, message myself or Grim. We can get you signed up, because you still want to have a Discord, right?
No.
There you go.
I gotta set it up.
There's a story I want to tell, but I can't do it. Well, Troy, if you can ever build up enough courage, we will listen to you. So don't feel like you got to keep it down inside. If you need to get it out, message one of us. We will talk to you about it. But you shouldn't hold up pimped up frustration, because when it comes out, it can get very scary. So don't hold it in for too long, sir. It is definitely not worth it. I know from personal experience. So while you're joining the Discord, you can also find the Basement Show on Facebook, as you're watching. Most people have been watching the show tonight. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, which I just usually use as a platform to promote shows with reels, show clips, the whole 9 yards. You find us on there. And like I said, our brand new Discord channel, which you do need an invite to join the server. So if you don't have it and you'd like to join it, feel free to message one of us. And on a side note, real quick, I just want to thank all the lovely people on YouTube. They may not speak to us, but that number has risen to 104 subscribers over there. And I am beyond and applauded to see that number going up. So thank you to people on YouTube. You may not talk in our shows, but you're supporting them. So thank you for subscribing. Don't be afraid to say something in chat, because we like to acknowledge everybody who watches our show.
Yes,
You guys are awesome for doing that. So share it out. Tell your enemies, tell your friends, tell your mother, your father, your cousins. Bring new people in with you. We're always continuing trying to grow our numbers. So with you guys' help, that can become a reality. And then lastly is our new show lineup. I don't have that updated, so I am just going to run through it real quick. So tomorrow night, pending if the man wants to do the show or not. As soon as I will DM you my story that I want you to read to yourself. Deal. Just keep an eye out for any clues. If there is a show tomorrow night, you hear it from the Grim himself. You guys asked for it, and you didn't show up, so now he's pretty pissed off. You guys wanted the Grim back on Friday nights at 9 o'clock. He did a show last week. He wasn't happy with it. So you may or may not get the Grim tomorrow night. I don't know. He does his own thing. I have no say. Grim show, Grim rules. My hands are up like this. I have no say. So if he tells me tomorrow, hey, I'm not doing a show, then there's no show. But if he does, you got the Grim show Fridays at 9 o'clock. You better tune in or he's going to boycott. Saturday and Sunday, we have the day off here in the Basement Show. But lately, we have started a new series in the day in the life of. And then you have a host. 2 weeks ago, you had Mr. and Mrs. Grimm. Last week, you had Heartless. And then this past Monday, was it Monday? No, it was Tuesday. You had me. You spent the day with me in Ocean City, New Jersey, which was a lot of fun. Thank you to my friend Gary who went with me. He helped with the recording and awesome commentary. So check those four out. We're still waiting for Spawn to do hers. And Mama D has to do one as well. And then it restarts next month. And then you get 5 new ones. So check those out. Mondays is Ladies' Night at 8 o'clock. This coming Monday, you will have a special pop-up show before that with us doing our donation for PTSD Awareness Month. So tune in, check that out. And you have Ladies' Night at 8. Tuesday night is the Basement Show. It's just a generic Basement Show with Mr. Knast show. But here's the catch. You don't know who's on till after the intro. Now, I will tell you this, though. It can't be me and Spawn, and it can't be Miss Grimm or Mama D doing the show together. So you will have a mix-up of hosts for that show that you don't find out who it is till the show starts itself. And that will be Tuesdays at 8 p.m. as well. Wednesday's night is Drago and Tink's Neverland, which we are trying to reamp as a more interactive gaming night. Last night was just a random bullshit conversation night, but we are bringing back some games that we did in the past to allow people to intertwine with us and have some fun. So stay tuned for that and see how that show evolves in time. And that brings you back to Thursday night, where you always have myself, Miss Spawn, talking about 2 random states, which we'll probably won't decide tonight, but throughout the weekend and early next week. But I will promise you this. July 11th, it's a Thursday night, I will be in the state of Colorado. So I am going to do Colorado that night. And I might have a special edition with me for that night. So tune in for that one. And stay tuned if we are doing a show next Thursday, because I know next Thursday is the 4th of July.
We are?
We talk about it.
Okay.
Your dad's saying July 5th. We will figure it out. We will let you know July 5th.
Yeah, next Thursday is July 4th.
I know. I know what your dad's saying about July 5th. I'm going to pull that real quick for you, sir. Thank you for reminding me. So, yes, next Thursday you may not get a show, depending, because it is July 4th. Your dad's saying that. However, July 5th, next Friday, let me present this real quick. If you are interested, we are still looking for some people to attend Galaxy Bowling with the Basement Show. Now, keep in mind, this is a 21 plus only event because there is a bar at the bowling alley and they do not let people under the age of 21 after a certain time. So if you were interested in going, please reach out to myself, Mr. and Mrs. Grimm, so we can get a final count that is needed by tomorrow. Now, if we can have at least 10 people definitely say they'll go, we can get food included with the price. If not, you got to buy the food separate, and then you only have the 2 hours to do it. So we will be taking reservations up till the 5th, but we need a total head count approximately by tomorrow night. So please let us know if you are interested in attending that, and we will go from there.
There's like a bug in here bothering me.
Push ups. Jackie,
It's
you
like
back?
a fruit fly is bothering me.
I love it. Jackie, you're back just in time to say goodnight. We appreciate you all hanging out with us tonight. I always say I am thankful for everyone who supports the Basement Show. You guys are all awesome. Need a solid 10 by tomorrow night. There you go. So, Grim's saying we need a solid 10 by tomorrow night. So if you're interested in bowling, let us know no later than tomorrow night. Got it. But I always say thank you to everyone who watched. So we had Grim in the night, Troy, Jackie, Heather, Mama D, Ryan Banshee stopped in.
Alex
was in for a couple minutes. Connor Dalt. Who else? Am I missing anybody?
Gary.
Gary did say hello. You're right. Mama D was on Facebook and Twitch tonight.
Shannon popped in.
Yep, Mrs. Grimm.
I'm looking. Pat.
Yep, lovely Pat from my work saying thank you, Pat, for dropping in tonight. And I think that's pretty much about it.
Okay.
I'm here with Mr. Knast. Sure, you can send me whatever you want. I will read it when I'm done. Contact Shannon. You know I haven't been. You know who I haven't seen? I said Heather.
Mm-hmm.
Who haven't you seen tonight, Jackie? I'm confused. I know there's a lot of people that didn't pop in tonight, but that's their choice. I'm not gonna be mad at them. If they want to watch the shows, they watch the shows. If not, it's on them. But other than that, Spawn, do you have anything that you would like to add?
Nope.
All right. So, thank you all again for watching. As Grim said, stay tuned for tomorrow night. Tomorrow during the day to see if there is a show tomorrow night. But for the next time, I'm trying to think. Don't ever go in the dark. Bring a flashlight and stay safe. Good night. Great show. Thank you, Jackie. Much appreciated. But till next time, happy hauntings, everyone, and have a good night.
Bye.